Hey everyone, it's me James, and I'm back to do a video. I had mentioned on Twitter earlier in the week that I had finished a honing session for 3 of my own razors. I just finished 2 for Mike last week, and he's yet to use them, but we'll give him a few more days. But I wanted to go ahead and do a few of mine just because I want to get used to the edge that I'm putting on them, and I still have some reference razors from a couple other different folks that I can compare those edges to. Trying to think. Okay, so one is a NOS Hard 50. That's a Japanese one. That's about a 5/8 razor. The other one is the Boker Edelweiss in 5/8, and the last one is a Filarmonica 14 user grade. A lot of the etching is really faded off. You can barely even see that the etching that's on the blade portion is still there. However, you can still see Joseph's name and the stamp that's in the shank area. So that's good. So the soap I'll be using is going to be a sample sent to me from Mike Perry. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. He sent it when he sent the razors to me to hone for him. And it's the Coloniali, I think that's how you say it, the mango oil soap. And it's not a cream, it's a soap. I've used it once already, and I like the scent a lot. I'm going to use it again today to just go ahead and put my thoughts here on the video. So it won't be my first thoughts, but close enough. Got some bloom water here. Just going to pour that off in here. There's the soap. And the brush I'll be using will be the Simpsons P8 for the shave nook. Still has some smell from the last soap that was used in it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and load this brush. Again, I like to load my soap until the proto lather that's showing is creamy. Alright, need to press this down a bit. Sorry about that, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Just wet the tips a little bit. And so it's definitely got that mango-ish smell to it, but even a little bit more deeper than that. It has kind of a musky scent to me. I like the scent a lot. I smelled the scent that comes in the matching face / post shave balm, and it came as a sample from Feel That Bull Goose, and I really liked it a lot as a post shave balm. I love the smell. It matched well with a lot of different scents that are close to what this smells like. Like I could use it right after, I could use the balm like right after LPV or Katie's Bubbles LPV or anything that's in that similar type of class of scent or notes that are in the LPV. So it really was able to go with a lot in that category. Alright, so proto lather's getting creamy and tips are loaded, so I'm going to go with that. It's just going to be a shave ready test anyway. So I'm going to pour most of this water out that was in here. There's still a little bit in there. Again, I emptied what the brush was soaking in, took the bloom water and poured it in the same container. I'm going to wet my face up again. I already washed and whatnot. Just want to get some moisture back on the skin. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. So again, the first razor is going to be the hard 50. Warm that up, set it to the side. I'll warm it up again. Some water on the tips. Again. Won't be shaving the goatee or mustache. Got about 6 or 7 days growth. More water on the tips. One thing about these Simpsons and Best, they're a dense knot, so I want to make sure that I'm allowing the soap to not be in the hairs, but rather on my transferred to my face. Okay, so that's what I'll go with. Just dip in the tip of the blade to warm it up. Alright, and here we go. Oh yeah, very nice. All three of these razors have been the easiest for me to hone so far. Just gonna see there, lather is quite hydrated. Whiskers coming off nice and easy, very smooth already. I don't know if any of you all experience this, but sometimes when I have more days growth and just do a really good face washing and whatnot, it's almost like the hairs for me come off a little bit easier. I don't know, maybe because the hair shaft has so much moisture in it and just allows for it to pop off easier. Don't know, just seems easier to me. much nicer shave. Okay. Now the Boker Edelweiss. Warm it up. Alright. And let's see. What do I want to do? That was nice. That was nice there. All right. Nice. Kind of felt it kind of boom off my Adam's apple, so just trying to make sure that was the spine and not something else. Didn't feel like I cut myself, but you never know. Sometimes with a sharp razor you won't feel it till a few seconds later. So all is well. That felt good. Now I'll do a little bit more here. Very good. Nice across the blade. Dry this off real quick. Just so it's not sitting here on the side with water on it. Alright, now the filly. Look at that monster. 7/8. Alright. Let the blade warm up a little again. The beast. Gotta say, as big as this blade is, it was actually quite easy to hone. All right. Wow, very nice. All right. So, success. I figured there would be, but you never know how smooth it's going to feel. It's not whether or not it's just cutting, and all three feel fine to me. They're all full hollow ground razors. I would say that the Hard 50s to me is closer to an extra hollow, in my opinion, just because of how the grind from the spine to the toe is. I mean, it's a fine blade. And the Hard 50 was made in Japan. Alright, so the Phillies are were made in Spain. The Hard 50 was made in Japan, and the Boker made in Germany. All very fine blades. Steel's great. The steel. And they're all carbon. None of them are stainless. Yeah, so that went well. The soap itself, I mean, I've been dialoguing a little bit, so it's a little bit dry. Not too much, but a little bit. Alright. Okay. Alright. So each blade did fine, but for me, I'm a little bit more comfortable with a little bit shorter one. So I'm going to go ahead and complete the shave. One thing I want to say before I continue is that the soap itself doesn't irritate. Again, this is the second time I've shaved with it, and so that's a good thing. My skin doesn't feel like it's drying out, even though the soap itself is drying out. My skin's actually pretty soft, so that's a plus. And other than that, I'll be back after I finish the rest of my shave to talk more about the soap. Thanks. Bye. Hey all. Alright, I'm back. And so that was a nice, close, comfortable shave. I finished off with the Hard 50. Because again, for me, a 5/8 shorter blade are the type that I prefer. Just easier for me to maneuver around the face. Overall, each blade did well, did fine enough, but this is the one that I chose to finish the shave. As far as the eye colonial soap, or colonial eye, however you want to say that. Well, it didn't dry out the skin, which is nice. No irritation like I had mentioned before. The only problem that I've had with it for 2 shaves now, the previous shave was with a synthetic brush, and this was with a natural brush. Each time I didn't feel like I had enough product to last for what I would like as a lather. Most of y'all have seen my lathers when I do normal shaves with outstanding products that I would consider outstanding. Pardon me. And this just didn't have the same lather throughout the shave that the other products that I have in my den provide. The scent, top notch. Slickness it's okay. I wouldn't consider it top notch for straight razor shaving myself, but does serviceable job if you're going to do a single edge safety or a double edge safety. And probably would even be okay with the Feather Artist Club, only because for me that's an easy blade to kind of get around my face, since it's very nimble and not too big. The shaving cream just seems to, or the lather seems to dissipate a little bit as you go through pass 2 and pass 3, and my previous shave with it was with the safety razor, so it's not just because I did safety or a straight razor today rather. So those would be my knocks on it. I'm very thankful. Thanks again, Mike, for letting me try it, but I would not buy it. Not at this point. There just has to be a little bit more in the lather category for me. Whether it's more cushion, along with more slickness, or definitely more slickness and no dissipation. It can't dissipate on me through the shave. That's just something I don't like. Um, but the aftershave, the face balm slash post shave balm, I will look forward to getting that in the future because I thought that product did well on the face. I didn't feel like it left me oily or anything. Nice balm, very nice balm. Just as well as any of the top-notch balms out there, whether it's the Nivea for sensitive skin, or even Simpsons balm, or the Integrity by Soap Commander. Those balms all do an excellent job, and I think that the Colonial face post shave balm does well as well. Uh, but the soap, not so much. Smells great. Can get you through a safety razor shave without any issues, but for me, for straight razor shaving, not so much. All right, guys. Thanks again for watching, for everything, and hopefully it'll be a better weekend this week. Go Broncos. Let's take that commanding lead in the AFC West. Beat the Raiders. All right, all.